Welcome all to today's session where I will be teaching you all about getting a job with the UN, NGOs, and international organizations. So without further ado, let's get to it. Right? I'm guessing for a lot of you, probably this is not the first time that you are attending a webinar, a seminar, or a training like this. The first thing I want to mention is that if you have failed to earn more money in the past, it is not your fault. There is a lot of information out there, and that information overload can be confusing. Yeah, many times that information overload is the reason why, or that is what keeps you away from success. If you have concerns that in the past you have maybe failed, you are not, you think like you cannot be successful in employment, I want to put those fears to rest. You just need the right person to explain it to you. The society, on the other hand, has perpetuated the message that you need to be an entrepreneur for you to be successful. Most people, as a matter of fact, are better off as employees. They have more satisfaction and higher productivity. The big corporations, on the other hand, the education system and the government, they want you to think that you need some fancy college degree for you to be successful. I am here to tell you that they are wrong. They have their own reasons for wanting you to think that, but it is not true. If you have ever thought that the government, the education system wants you to fail, you are probably right. They don't benefit from you succeeding because they want to keep you in debt and in need. The difference with us is that we actually care about your success and truly wants to see you living the life of your dreams. So that is what we are here for. I want to show you. I know you have that dream job that you would want to get that will give you the highest satisfaction and also utilize your full potential. I want to show you how to make that happen during this training session. So the question is, are you ready? If you're ready, drop that in the chat and say, yes, I'm ready. I'll be getting some of you. I can see Mary Wangari has joined us. Karibu sana. Are you ready? Patrick, you're there saying we came back. Yes, Karibu sana. Who is here? Hello, yes, this is somebody from Kenya. Are you ready? Are you ready? Drop that in the chat and let me know if you're ready. I can see somebody saying, yes, boy, you ready? Thank you. How do I get these opportunities? I'm about to show you. Yes, I can see. Kevin, you're ready from Kenya. I can see you are ready. Lawrence is ready. Ready. Okay, many people are ready. So I think it is a great opportunity for us to just start the show. Imagine this, that you attend an interview, and at the end of the interview, you receive the three magic words every interviewer wants to hear from every interviewee wants to hear from the interviewers, that you are hired. Now you start working for that company. At the end of the month, you get a paycheck or payslip that looks like this. This is in Kenya shillings. Your basic salary, 180,000 Kenya shillings. That would be, if you want to make it at dollars, divided by 100, yeah, on average about $1,800. House allowance, 50,000 Kenya shillings. Medical allowance, 25,000 Kenya shillings. Commuting allowance, 15,000 Kenya shillings. All these totaling up to 270,000 Kenya shillings, or to 2,700 US dollars per month. How would that make you feel? Can you imagine that? So as we start, I just want to know from you, yeah, what does a six-figure salary mean to you? And I'll pause and I'll want you to drop that in the chat, yeah? As we go after this high-paying jobs, it is very important for us to be sure, like, what does a six-figure salary mean to you? I've asked this question to so many people. Some say it's about financial freedom. Some is about buying their dream car, dream house, going for vacation, taking their kids to good school. It doesn't matter. So in your case, what does a six-figure salary mean to you? I can see Mercy, you're saying yes, you're ready. Also, someone else is ready. Or someone else all the way from Bangladesh. Welcome very much. Muhammad, you are ready. What does a six-figure salary mean to you? I would be very happy to know, because if you're not clear on what is it that you are going after, then it might be a waste of time. Just have it clear in your head. What does a six-figure salary mean to you? I'll be waiting for you to drop that. As you do that, I think there's a delay in the comments as they are coming in. Oh, yes, I can see now they're coming in. Somebody here talks about financial, where is it? Financial independence. Then I can see someone saying here, you will be able to meet all your requirements and all that. Yes, thank you. Yeah, That is true. So it's important for you to identify what does a six-figure salary mean to you. When I was planning this training, I was targeting two types of people, and I hope you fall in one of these categories. The first category is a professional who wants to get a job with NGOs, the UN, and international organizations. If that is you, you are in the right place. And the second kind of person I was really targeting is someone with or without a degree, but they are feeling stuck in their career. Are you there? And you're feeling stuck in your career, you don't know how to progress, then you are in the right place. If you don't fall in any of this category, maybe this is the point where I will invite you to leave, because you might not get value from this session. But if you fall in any of this category, raise up to a great training session. My goal is to show you the only way to get these jobs with the NGOs, the UN, is by acquiring what I call the badass pro skills. And the only way for you to acquire these badass pro skills is through a program called the Badass Pro Program. And I'll talk about it more later on as we proceed. For those of you who are seeing me for the very first time, I want to introduce myself. My name is Daniel Mutuku. I'm the founder of Career Point Solutions. And over the last 10, I think even 11 years, I have been blessed to work in recruitment as a career advisor, personal and professional development coach. On top of that, I am a certified digital marketer by Google. And among other groups, I'm a very proud member of the League of Young Professionals, also known as LYP. I'm an author of 4 books. The first one was Facebook for Profit, how you can easily use Facebook for profit and gain or earn extra income, even on a part-time basis. The second book I published was The Blueprint for Success, Guaranteed Steps to Achieving Anything. And I still have this book out there for free. Conquer the Year Ahead, make the next 12 months your best year ever as you plan for next year. Or even you can start now and say, for the next 12 months, I want to make it the best year ever. And also we have the Ultimate Cover Letter Guide, 101 sample cover letters for all professions. I have 2 questions for you, and this will form the basis of our conversation. And actually, I'll wait to see you dropping the answers in the chat. My question is, will you let me be your coach? In the next an hour or so, will you allow me to coach you, to mentor you, to guide you? If the answer is yes, drop that in the chat and say, yes, I am giving you permission to be my coach. Will you let me be your coach? Will you let me be your guide? If so, drop that in the chat. I can see people say, yes, I'm interested. Kindly, yes, Paris, Karibusana. If you're interested, yes, I want you to be my coach. Thank you, James. James, we did your CV. I can see you there. You're saying, yes, be my coach. I can see somebody else saying, yes, yes. Okay, the yes are coming in. And the second question is, will you allow me to tell you the truth, the hard truth, even if that is not what you want to hear? If you are saying yes to that question, drop that in the chat. Say yes. By the way, you can say yes times 2 or yes, yes, to say that you are saying yes to these 2 questions, that you want me to be your coach for the next 1 hour. You want me to tell you the truth, nothing but the truth, even if it is the hard truth. Yes, I can see the yeses are coming. Yes, I can see yes. Oh, James, you're saying yes to the truth. Deborah, you're there. Oh, where is Deborah? Yes, you're saying yes. I can see Diana. I can see Beverly Ogola. Yes. And please note, we are in all the platforms, YouTube, LinkedIn, and also on Facebook. But the best place to find us will be on YouTube. I can see the yes is coming in. Thank you. I think then that gives me permission to move on. To help you understand this, I will share with you my quick job search story here. Back in 2009, I started looking for a job, and it was quite difficult. I was blessed that in 2010, I got my first real job. It took me about 1 year to secure that job. But according to Bureau of Statistics, it said that a fresh graduate, someone straight from college, will take about 3 to 5 years to be able to secure a job. That 1 year felt like forever to me. And I really empathize with those people who stayed 3, 4, 5 years without a job. It's not easy. But something interesting happened. After I got my job, my first job, in the next coming year, I went through over 10 interviews. Like, this is almost an interview every month. However, I was not getting these jobs. And I wondered, how? 2011 came, and I said, this moment I must seize it. It was like a dream job. At that particular point, I was working in Siaya, that is Nyanza, the western side of the country. I was as a computer tutor through Computer for Schools project, and I saw an opportunity to be a teacher in an international school in Nairobi, and I said, I must go for this job. And when I look back is when now this so-called the Badass Pro skills where they started developing. Because how does it work? You apply for as many jobs as possible. If you're lucky, you are invited for an interview. If the interviewers like you, they give you the job. And if because you don't have any other option, you pick the job. It's not your dream job. But with Badass Pro Skills, these are tried and tested techniques that will give you predictable results. Like you're sure when you do this, this will happen. You will get exactly what you are looking for. And it did not only work for me. Probably you don't want to be a teacher like me, but it has worked for other people. Take a look at this email here I got from Alexander. He was saying, thank you. I attended a career presentation last time. This Monday, I was interviewed for the position of liaison officer, Kenya Airways, and Wednesday this week, I got the job. It worked for him. So it can equally even work for you. My job now, in the next 40 minutes, is to share with you these two secrets. Secret number one, how to triumph over more qualified and experienced candidates. And secret number two, how to negotiate a six-figure salary. I would want to know from you, like, if there was like, imagine that we didn't have enough time for both secrets, and we have to take one and let go the other. Which one would you really want to know? I want you to drop that in the chat. I like playing that simple game. Either drop a one or a two, yeah, assuming that we don't have time for both secrets, yeah, and there's one that you really want to know. Which one would you go for? Let me know in the chat. Is it number one, how to triumph over more qualified and experienced candidates, or is it how to negotiate a six-figure salary? I can see MP Gangster, you're saying number one. James, you're going for number one. Benta, number one. There is Chandro, number one. Naomi, number one. Welcome, Naomi Duta. Oh, number one. I can see someone saying both, but assuming we don't have time for both, yeah, what would you go? Number one. Okay, good. I can see a good number of us saying number one. Okay, good. The good thing is I put number one. I will start with that. But the good news, at least I can see a number two here. Thank you. The good news is that we have time for both, so we will cover both secrets. Yeah. So don't worry. Hang on in there. I can see the number ones are still coming in. Yeah. Joseph. Who was that? Okay. Let's go down to secret number one. How do you triumph over more qualified and experienced candidates? Just to tell you my story, yeah. You see, that time I was working in here, I came to an interview here in Nairobi, that international school, and after that interview, I was so sure that I was going to get that job. And I traveled back to Sierra. It was a Saturday, it was a Friday evening, and on the next day on Saturday, around mid-morning, 10, 11-ish, I was walking towards my house. I received a call. I remember clearly, this was a lady. She called, she said, thank you very much for attending the interview. I'm calling to inform you that we are offering you the job. I was so happy, almost jumping in the middle of the road out of excitement. But then that afternoon, something a bit depressing happened, because I received a call from the same number, the same lady, but this time around she had some bad news, because she called and said, unfortunately, we have to withdraw the job offer. I asked why. They said, because the board, you are actually the best interviewee, but the board rejected you because you don't have any experience or qualification teaching in an international school and taking students through the British curriculum and the exam, IGCSE. And I say, wait a minute, that is true. I don't have that experience. I don't have that qualification. Yet I was able to beat people with exactly that kind of qualification. So how are you able to do it? When you get to an interview room, you have 3 seconds to be able to show these three things straight up the bat. Number one, you should show them that you are as sharp as a tack, mentally acute, clever, intelligent, mentally alert. You have your eyes on the ball. Number two, you should be able to show them that you are as enthusiastic as hell, showing and having great excitement and interest in the organization, in that role, and in that specific job that you are applying for. This should come straight off the bat. And number three, you should be able to show them within the first 3 seconds that you are an expert. You're knowledgeable, you have the skills in your area. You might be wondering, how do I do this in 3 seconds? Yes, I was able to learn how to do it. The good thing is that this is a learnable skill. I've taught to other people and they have learned how to be able to do that. Take a look at this email here I got from Brian. He told me, dear Daniel, I'm grateful for your service. I would like to give you feedback. The CV helped me get 5 interviews, 3 finance assistant position and 2 finance officer position. Lucky enough, I managed to secure the finance job and I'm starting in January. See, he was able to get that job. Hello, Daniel. Thank you for always sharing how to answer questions in an interview. In the beginning of this year, I secured a job that I have been dreaming to be a registry officer. Thank you a lot. Okay, I can see some comments here. What happened to the sound? Okay, are we good? Can you hear me? I would want to confirm that we are good. Yes, couldn't agree more. Just give me, are we okay? Can you hear me? Just give me some feedback before I proceed. I've seen that in the comment. I would want to know if you can hear me. Just say yes, we can hear you, we are good, audio is okay, or something of that sort. Yeah, I would want just to continue talking and you can't hear me. Okay, I can see yes, 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 they are coming in. Yes, okay, so we are good. Yeah, sorry if you have the issue, just refresh. Especially on YouTube would be the best place to find this conversation. Okay, we are good, we are good. Oh, we can hear you. Even on Facebook, I can confirm someone on Facebook saying we are good. Thank you. So let's proceed. So this is a testimonial from Chepkurui. She got her dream job as a registry officer, and you can see saying thank you very much. Another one, happy customer Jane saying thank you guys for writing my CV in a professional way. I secured myself a job within few months. I'm happy for the result. My employer was so pleased by my CV in such a way I cannot explain. I went for 4 interviews and still emerged the best. Thanks, you guys. Yeah, who gets 4 interviews in this day and age? Yeah. So the thing is, probably these are some of the questions that you might be having at the back of your head. Yeah. How long will it take? And to tell you this is a job market. You're paid for the value that you bring to the market. You're paid for being valuable as an individual. It takes time to build this value. Unfortunately, you're not paid for the time. Rather, you're paid for the value itself. Somebody asked me, what about office politics? Let me tell you, office politics is not going anywhere. However, I can teach you how you can use office politics to your advantage. How do I convince the management that I'm the right candidate? I'm due for promotion. I can take up more responsibilities. That is actually the wrong question. It is very difficult to change people's mind. Even changing your own mind is difficult. So instead of convincing, I will teach you how you can be able to influence the management, because influence is a learnable skill. Do I need to quit my job? Somebody asked. I said, no. Sometimes the opportunities are right there where you are. But if you need to quit your job, we can be able to look at the red flags. And if they're there, we leave. Is it possible for me? Yes, it is very much possible for you. It worked for me. It worked for Alexander. It worked for Jane, Chepkurui, all those people. And it can equally work for you. So I want to tell you this. It is possible to triumph over other candidates who are more qualified and experienced, with a lot of conviction. And I want you to repeat this after me. By the way, we can say it all together, yeah? So that I show you that I am that serious about it. Can we say it together? If you're in a place you can say it out loud, please go say it out. If not, just say it quietly in your heart, but with a lot of conviction, that it is possible to triumph over other candidates who are qualified and experienced, even more experienced than you. It is very much possible. Now, before I go to secret number 2, yeah, I want to pause here and ask you, are you finding value from this session? If you're finding value, say in the chat yes. And I just want to confirm, yeah, we are together. I'll be checking up on you. Are you finding value? Are you feeling inspired? Are you feeling motivated? Are you feeling like you made the right decision to take your time and join me in this live broadcast? If so, say yes, or inspired or motivated. How are you feeling? Yeah, I want to know. Say value. You're getting value. You're inspired or something. Oh, we are good. I can see yes, 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 yes. Are you motivated, inspired? Which feeling or what emotion do you have? I'll give you time. I'll want to see in the chat here. Saying somebody absolutely yes. Okay, yes. Oh, at least there's one here. Where is it disappearing? Going yes. I'm finding value. Thank you very much. Somebody saying sound is possible. Yes, valuable, so valuable. I can see somebody is saying motivated. James is feeling inspired. I can see someone saying yeah, they're getting value. Wycliffe is inspired. Okay, thank you. Thank you. I am glad. I'm happy to hear that, because that is what I came here for, to teach you, to train you, to motivate you, to inspire you. And I want to show you how you can be able to take action, and it is possible. So let us go to secret number 2. How do you negotiate a 6-figure salary? Yeah. The first thing I want to say this, when I was trying to research for this session, I came across this study done by JobVite, and they found out that 84% of salary negotiations always result to a higher pay. In other words, if you go and try negotiate your salary, chances of you getting a higher salary is very high, 84%. But then the next piece of data was a bit depressing, because only 14% of employees actually negotiate salaries in their current job. And that is so sad. Like, we only wait to negotiate salary when we are going for an interview in an external company organization out there. But where we are, we don't actually negotiate for salary. But I want to know in the chat, let me know, have you ever tried to negotiate salary in your current job? If so, say yes or no. Yeah, so I'm looking to see yes or no. Now, if the answer is yes, I want to know, was it good or bad? Did you get it or did you not get it? So what you can type, if you type yes, say good. That means you did it, you got it. Or no, or yes, and it was bad. Okay, I can see Kevin saying no, Michelle saying yeah, somebody saying no, yes. Was it good or bad? Yeah. No, there's Rowa saying yes. Okay, was it good or bad? Felix is saying yes. Yes. Oh, good news. Look at this gentleman, Rowan, again. Yes, and yes, I got it. I got it. I don't know if it's a gentleman or a lady, but okay, I got that. Somebody say yes. Yes, the results were not pleasing. Okay. Yes, different way, but it was bad. Okay, I can see yes, yes, yes. Oh, that means this is quite a good group. Yeah, the fact that I'm able to see several yeses but no results. Benta, I'm about to share with you. James Sega, I'm about to show you how you're supposed to do it. And I like this, Benta. Yeah, if there was no result or it was bad, I can see Paul Getao saying yes and it was good. Yeah, so let me give you some tips on how do you negotiate. Yeah, the first thing I would want to tell you when you're trying to negotiate a salary, anyone who is confident enough to try usually succeeds. That is where it starts. It starts with confidence. So all those people who are saying no, 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 I want to challenge you to start. And I want to commend everyone who started, who has said yes, even if it was not good, even if it did not result to any pay. It starts with confidence, because without confidence, it is difficult. Now, once you have the confidence to go and have that negotiation, how do you negotiate so that you ensure you are among the 84% who actually get a higher pay? These are the 3 tips I'm going to give you. The first one, it's so simple, you might wonder, is it really a tip? You need to know the salary that you want before you start negotiating. You'll be surprised how many people we are in the negotiating table, and I ask them, how much do you want? They say, I want more. How much is more? You know, I don't know. Right now you're earning 50,000. I give you 50,000 and the shilling on top. Would that be more? Oh, you understand what I mean? I don't understand. You need to be very clear. What amount do you want? Is it 50,000? Is it 100,000? Is it 270,000? Be clear on the figure. And it's not just random figures that you're pulling from thin air. These should be figures that represent your value. Figures that show your worth in the marketplace. So the question is, do you know your value? Do you know your question, what is your worth in the marketplace? Once you're clear on that, the second tip is you need to make the company realize your value. Don't assume that they already know. Bring any and all evidence that you have to be able to prove your value. Like, you need to show them, this is my worthwhile, this is my meaningful contribution. This is what you stand to lose if I'm no longer working for you. Because let's say the truth. Yeah, don't assume that they already know, and if you don't bring it to them, they will not know. You need to be very clear on that. This is the value. The other thing, if the only thing you're saying, I want more because I've been here for the last 10 years, what have you been to us for the last 10 years? Have you been an asset or have you been a liability? When you change the conversation to be value-based, you will see greater results. And number 3, you need to have comparables to justify your higher salary. Like, do you know how much someone like you in your industry with experience just like you and qualification just like you, on average, how much should they be paid? Because if you don't have these comparables, it might be difficult to justify your higher salary. Now, I want you to take a look at this email here. Yeah, this is an email that was sent by Julius, probably for you to see it big. Let me put it like that. So Julius says, greetings this evening. I'm writing to appreciate you your work. It is barely 2 months after I used your reviewed CV. I'm glad that I have landed 2 jobs. I have taken the one I prefer. I'm working towards completing my course M&E. Career Point Solutions, you're the best. Now, this is a gentleman that 2 months, less than 2 months, he gets a job, 2 jobs, and he has to pick one and let go the other. Now, I also want you to take a look at this. This is another one from a gentleman called Lawrence. He says, I am happy to inform you that after you guys reviewed my resume, I received 3 different calls for interviews within a span of 24 hours. Within a span of 1 week, I attended all the interviews, and fortunate enough, I secured all the 3 jobs. This was after a pregnant search for a job for 1 whole year. I only had the difficult task choosing which one to go for, but eventually I opted for one and politely and professionally declined the other 2. Thanks a great deal, and please convey my gratitude to your entire team. So this gentleman, within 24 hours applies jobs, get called for jobs, and within a week he has 3 job offers and picks one job and let go the other. So I want to ask you a question here, and I want you to be very honest. I will wait for the answer. If you have 2, 3, 4 job offers and you have to pick one and let go the other, what criteria will you use to decide, I will go for this job and I will let go the other job? Like in a word or 2, just in the comment. Yeah, I want to know. You get 2, 3, 4 job offers, you have to pick one and let go the other. What criteria will you use to say, I'll go for this job A and let go job B? And I want you to be very frank. Those people who are very open, I will say, if you're just being modest, I will call you out, especially those people. I'll let you know. So let me check. I can see Ron, you're saying, oh, this is awesome, thank you. Let me see what we have here. Lauren say good. Vivian is interested. Oh, thank you, you nailed it. Values and salary. Oh, somebody else talks about salary. Oh, they are coming. Salary, yes, I'm interested. The community, education, reputation, you're just being modest. Yeah. Where is else? Better paying jobs, correct. I'll tell you this, people make the decision based on the salary package. Yes, and there's nothing wrong with that. I can see Faith Waidaka, which one has a better salary, and that is okay. By the way, let no one demonize you if you go for the money. Gideon, I can see you're talking about the one that pays more. Yeah, value and salary, because the thing is, we are going to work so that we get paid, and we need to be paid a good salary so that demonstrates the value that you're bringing on board. And there's nothing wrong with that. Actually, a research was done, and this was the finding. Yeah, 49%. Most people, this was a question they asked, the most important consideration in accepting new jobs. 49% go for compensation. It's about the money. 33% about personal or professional development, and 29% better work-life balance, which I think is important in this day and age. We can discuss a little bit more about that. So I want to say this with a lot of conviction, that it is possible to negotiate for a higher salary and get it. And I want you to repeat that after me. Yeah, can we say together as we did earlier, with a lot of conviction? We can all say that it is possible to negotiate for a higher salary and get it. Very much possible. And I hope you also able to get some of these things. So probably these are some of the questions you have. How do I network with the right people? And I like this question because according to LinkedIn, 85% of high paying jobs are gotten through networking. Yeah, high paying jobs. And this is how you network. And it is important for you to network with the right people. Actually, I'll introduce you to a group of high net worth individuals that you can easily network and get these job opportunities. What matters most? Is it experience or qualification? Okay, remember I told you I'll tell you the truth, the hard truth, even if that is not what you want to hear. Now, when I see this kind of question, this where they mean that I want to tell you the truth. Yeah, I'm not here for you to like me. I'm here to tell you the truth. This is a question when someone asks, they are trying to escape the reality. They're trying to look for a scapegoat. They don't want to take full responsibility of their situation and where they are at. You know why? Because when I get this kind of questions, when someone says, what is more important, experience or qualification? If I tell you it is experience which is more important, they start whining. Yeah, that's why I'm not getting this job. I don't have the experience. Where do they expect me to get the experience? When I say qualification is what is more important, they're like, yeah, I'm not getting the job because I don't have a degree, I don't have a master's, I don't have this. Stop whining. There is nothing that is more important than the other. What is more important is what you have. If you have the experience, use it to your advantage. If you have the qualification, use it to your advantage. Stop looking at what you don't have. Hope we get that right, yeah? Hope we get that right. As much as I can get out of shape, but I want to tell you the truth. Stop worrying about what you don't have. Are we clear? How do I balance work and personal life? Yeah, I think this is very important, and I'll tell you this. Especially when you start getting these high-paying jobs, more will be expected from you, more time, more effort, more energy. However, you need to be very deliberate by put boundaries to create time for your own personal life. Because if you don't, you will be sucked in and have all these mental health issues. Not a good thing. Am I too young? Am I too old? Again, same kind of mentality, running away from the reality, not wanting to take responsibility. If you're young, I was in a conference. No, I was giving a talk somewhere. Then after the talk, a gentleman comes and tells me, I think I'm not getting these jobs because I am too young. The same breath, another lady comes and tells me, I think I'm not getting this job because I'm too old. And I'm like, which one is which? Let me tell you. There's nothing wrong being old or young. There are jobs that are out there for young people. There are jobs that are out there for old people. I call it experience. You call it old. But let me tell you this. It doesn't matter your age. There are opportunities out there for everyone at every level. Entry-level jobs, experienced people jobs. Look at this email. I got it from Bill Shan saying, thanks. I recently landed my first consultancy with a few Kenya after heeding to your well laid out youth-friendly advice. What I get from this is a gentleman who is older than me. It didn't matter my age. He calls it youth-friendly advice. But did it work? Yes, it worked. The name of the game is results. It doesn't matter your age, right? How do I measure, track, and evaluate my progress? Good question. By the way, it saddens me and makes my heart sing when I see someone 3, 5, 10, 15 years down the road only to realize they took the wrong career direction. I'm going to give you tools that will help you to track and evaluate your progress. Yeah. How do I fix myself in the succession plan? Yeah. Some people say our company has a succession plan. How do I grow? How do I get there? I will teach you how do you the thing here is influence. Yeah. You can influence your way through the succession plan. What are the qualities of a person who is worth 6 figures? Good question. Actually, there are 6 of them. The word badass is an acronym showing those 6 attributes, and I'll share with you shortly. Somebody asked me, how do I get started? Good job. Good question. I'm going to show you exactly how to get started in a short while. Is that okay? So I want to tell this, or I want to ask you this, yeah. And with all seriousness, if I show you exactly how to get your dream job, do you believe you can get a job with the UN, the NGOs, and international organizations? If you believe, I want you to drop in the chat and say, yes, I believe. The question is, if I show you exactly how to get your dream job, do you believe that you can get jobs with the NGOs and the UN? If so, say, yes, I believe. And I'll actually wait for you to drop that in the chat. Because if you don't believe, there's very little I can do. Or if someone says, yes, I believe, I think it starts by you believing, yes, I believe. Rowan is saying, absolutely, yes. Yes, I can see Florence, you're saying, yes, I believe. Thank you very much. Yes, I believe. Because if you don't believe, there's very little I can do for you. I can give you all these things. Brenda, thank you for saying you believe. Faith, I can see you believe. Yes, I do. Where is that? Okay, more and more they're coming. Yes, I believe. Because if you don't believe, I can do much. It starts with you believing. And I want you to take your time and actually confess and put it out there and say, yes, I believe. Because if you don't share it out, if you don't actually make it public, how do you expect it to manifest? I can see, yes, I believe 100%. Thank you very much. I believe. I believe. Patricia, is it Patricia? Yes, thank you. Thank you for believing. It starts there, Brenda. And I really am moved by you guys, by believing and allowing yourself to dream big and go beyond maybe the limits that the society has put to you. You need to believe. I can see even on LinkedIn. Yes, thank you, Tony. You believe. I can see Mwendwa there saying, yes, I believe. That is what it takes. Yeah, that is what it takes. Now, let me say this. I want to ask for your permission to take about 10 minutes of your time. Yeah. In the next 10 minutes, I just want to share with you this program called the Badass Pro. I defined my own destiny, and how this program can help you to get to that six-figure salary, to get that job with the UN, to get that job. If so, I want to say yes. I'm asking for your permission. Is it okay for me to take 10 minutes, share with you about this program and how it's going to help you get to that six-figure salary, to get that job with the NGO? If you give me permission, say permission granted in the chat. I'm asking for your permission. Then after that, I will answer any other question that you might have, and then we can close it up. And I want to believe that this will be the starting journey for you to get this job. So if you give me permission, say permission granted or something of that sort. Yeah, I can see someone is saying yes. Okay. Oh, this was more explicit. Yes, permission granted. Thank you very much. I can see permission granted there. I can see someone else say yes, sir. Permission granted. Beauty and beyond. Thank you. Permission granted. Vanessa. Okay, well, they're coming. They're coming so good. Okay, James, thank you very much for giving me permission. I can see Lucy there. Permission granted. So let's get to it. Yeah, I think let's get to it then. Now, the Badass Pro program is a great program. And actually, Badass stands, it's an acronym. And I'm very proud when I'm here, I say, I am a Badass Pro. Now, Pro stands for professional. Badass is an acronym that stands for an individual who is bold, audacious, courageous. They will do what needs to be done to finish the job. An individual who is authentic to themselves and authentic to their own potential. They know what they are capable of. An individual who is driven. They have the inner drive in them. They don't need to be constantly supervised to do their job. They will do it. They are driven. An individual who is aggressive, because in this world you need to go and grab what you believe to be yours. Even if it is yours, you need to go and grab it, and not just being aggressive, but also being assertive, clear on what you want. An individual who is skilled. The biggest divide between the successful and those who are not successful is the skills gap. And actually, you remember that question, what matters most? Is it experience or qualification? None of that. What really matters is skills. You can get your skills from your qualifications. You can get your skills from experience. But if you are not skilled, you don't have any value in the workplace. So you need to be skilled. And finally, an individual who is self-assured, confident of themselves. That is a Badass Pro. Bold, authentic, driven, aggressive, skilled, and self-assured. The mantra for our program, if you join this program, this is what we say. I am a Badass Pro. I define my own destiny. I create my own luck. I am confident but not cocky, quiet but not silent, competitive and aggressive. I take 100% responsibility. I never give up. If that is what you want to be your mantra, then you better be thinking about joining the Badass Pro. Now, the Badass Pro program is, when you join today, what you're going to get, number one, is what we call the Badass Pro 6 weeks coaching program. We will coach you for 6 weeks, and the value of this program is about 100,000. Now, not how much it's costing or the value or what I'm charging, but the value you get out of it. This is what you will be coached on for 6 weeks. Week 1, we will get you started, and you'll become unstoppable. Week 2, we discuss how you get to know your worth, like how much should you be paid right now? Because once we identify your worth, we can look at how then do we build it up. Week number 3, we start discussing how you can build confidence and competence, because these two things go hand in hand. The more competent you are, the more confident you become. The more confident you are, the more competent you become. As in, I had this quote from Marcus Garvey who said, in this race of life, without confidence, you're twice defeated. Week 4, we build up on your mastery, communication, influence, and networking. Remember, influence plays a very big part. Networking, 95% of high-paying jobs are gotten through networking. We also, in week 5, give you the tools to track and evaluate your progress so that 3, 4, 5 years down the line, you don't find yourself in the wrong career direction. And number 6, week number 6, we now look at how do you negotiate a 6-figure salary? How do you negotiate? Very specific to you and your skills and your capabilities. On top of the 6 weeks coaching, we know it is very important for you to have the skills that will enable you to get a job with the UN and NGOs, yeah? And that is why we are giving you one of our professional certifications. We have like four main certifications. We have project management, project monitoring and evaluation, strategic management and leadership, fundraising and resource mobilization. You get one of these certification 100% free. You don't pay. And by the way, where do you think the jobs? How do you get jobs with the UN? Is having these right skills. Project management, they are looking for people in project management, one-share evaluation, fundraising and resource mobilization. You cannot go wrong with this kind of certification. So on top of the 6 weeks coaching, you get one of our professional certification 100% free, and we also throw in there your professional CV writing. The value you're getting so far is about 203,000. So what is a professional CV? I want to make this very clear, because most of us have CVs, which is basically a documentation of where you went to school, where you have worked, a list of your responsibilities, and maybe your referees. But on the other hand, a professional CV is not just a documentation of those facts and figures. It is a document that's used to market yourself. Think about any company that they are advertising. They have a new product or an existing product or service. What do? They use billboards, magazines, radio, television, magazine, you name them. But you and me don't have the luxury of putting a billboard about ourselves. What do we use? We use a professional CV, and then we need to be very clear what is it that we are selling. We are selling our skills, our capabilities, our qualifications, and our experience to the employer. So how you put it across is very, very important. According to a very famous study, it is said that it takes about 6 seconds for a hiring manager to decide if they are going to read through your CV or not. Does your CV pass the 6-second test? If you look at this, this is what most CV layout look like. And I'll give you 6 seconds to look at this guy's CV and answer the question, what can this person do? Because that is what is at the back of each and every hiring manager. What can this person do? So the thing is Daniel, Kenyan, married. You can't actually figure out what this person can do, and you have wasted the top half of your CV. We give him benefit of doubt. We decide maybe to read through his career objectives. And I want to tell you this. I want to show you a series of career objectives. And these are objectives that I've picked from people's CV, probably even your CV, because I received tons and tons of CVs. Yeah. So look at this. Someone saying, I am seeking employment with a company where I can grow professionally and personally. What can this person do? As a matter of fact, this statement here is very selfish. You're telling them what you want to gain from them rather than what you're bringing on board. I seek challenging opportunities where I can fully use my skills for the success of the organization. Could worry, but still say nothing. I want to succeed in a stimulus and challenging environment that will provide me with an advancement opportunity. Being selfish, I want to excel in this field, hard work. But let me tell you this piece of advice. By the way, if you have that section, career objective in your CV, go get rid of it, because it is not helping you in any way to secure a job. On top of the 6 weeks coaching, you get one of our professional certification. You also get professional CV writing, and you get sample cover letters. And this is to help you when you do your application. You know, and the reason why we're saying sample cover letters, because a cover letter is an application letter that is highly customized to a very specific job. So I want to give you an idea of how to do this cover letter. Yeah. So I picked a job at random. This is a job, an accountant. If you go to this company and you work there as an accountant, some of your responsibilities would be to review and establish proper accounting system, supporting budget and focusing activities, liaising with internal and external auditors. If this is what you're able to do, if this is a job that you're qualified for, then somewhere in your cover letter, you should have a statement that reads like this. I have the ability to review and establish proper accounting systems. In my previous employment at ABC, I was involved in liaising with internal and external auditors, such that when someone reads this, they feel like, yeah, this is someone who is coming to do exactly what we want them to do. There's nothing wrong picking words from the job description and using them in your cover letter. On top of the 6 weeks coaching, you get professional certification, you get professional CV writing, you get sample cover letters, you also get LinkedIn profile guide. As in, so far the value you're getting is about 207,000. Yeah, the value, just value, not the cost. Yeah. In this day and age, you cannot afford not to be on LinkedIn. Not only being on LinkedIn, not having an optimized profile on LinkedIn. And I'm very glad to see some of us joining actually us on LinkedIn. But how does your LinkedIn profile looks like? LinkedIn, unlike your CV, which is in your flash disk, in the cloud, in the email, it is a living CV. It is working for you even when you're asleep. So what are people saying about you? LinkedIn is one tool that will enable you to find jobs when you're asleep, or even when you're not looking for a job, it is looking for a job for you. This is what I mean. This is an email I got from Shi Salim. He told me, "Hey Daniel, I would like to thank you for your LinkedIn profile guide service. After your guidance on how to make my LinkedIn account look more professional, I have been approached by a potential employer and I'm due for an interview on Wednesday next week." Needless to say, he got the job. He wasn't looking for it, the job looked for him. So your LinkedIn is very important. Here's another one from Rosalie. I had nothing to do with this, but I saw her post. I asked her for permission. She said, "Go ahead, use it." This is what Rosalie says. I posted my very first LinkedIn post to market myself for a job. I was not really sure whether I would eventually have a positive outcome from this, but I kept my head up high. Got called for interviews almost every day last week, and this yielded me a job. Yes, guys, I have a job now. LinkedIn, the power of LinkedIn. I can't say more about that. Yeah. Again, 6 weeks coaching. You get professional certification. You get professional CV writing, sample cover letters, LinkedIn profile guide. And on top of that, we give it interview coaching. So you can see how much value you're getting. 210 in value. When we talk about interview coaching, you need to think through some of the questions that you expect to be asked in an interview. Do you know how to answer this question? Like 99.99% of the interviews you go, the first question will be, tell us about yourself. Do you know how to answer that question? Because again, how you answer that question will set pace to the rest of the interview. Other question will be, why should we hire you? How much should we pay you? Why are you leaving your previous job? What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? You need to think through how to answer these questions in an interview. So in a nutshell, in total, this is what you're going to get if today you decide to join the Badass Pro. Number 1, 6 weeks of coaching, professional CV writing, professional certification from us, sample cover letters, LinkedIn profile guide, and interview coaching. Now the question is, now that you know who is a Badass Pro, are you ready to become a Badass Pro? If you're ready to become a Badass Pro, drop in the chat and say, yes, I'm ready, or say, ready. Are you ready to become a Badass Pro? That bold, authentic, driven, aggressive, skilled, and self-assured individual. If you're ready, I want you to drop that in the chat and say, yes, I am ready, or ready, whichever. The shortest way to say you're ready to become that Badass Pro. I want to see that in the chat. You want to be that bold, authentic, driven. Oh, they are coming in. Oh, yes, I can see Faith says, yes. Yes, Ray is ready. Chenro, you're ready. Yes, I'm ready. Naomi, there we go. Oh, Brenda, yes, I'm in. Thank you very much. I can see who else. Yes, I'm ready. Another Brenda. Oh, we have several Brendas today, yeah? Yes, I'm ready. Al McNally. Yes, I'm ready. Oh, good, good, good. Super. Yes, I can see people are ready. Daga, ready. Yes, I'm ready. Mary Ann, thank you very much. I can see, oh, you're on LinkedIn. I would like to see how your profile looks on LinkedIn, yeah? Especially anyone who is on LinkedIn. But I'm sorry, putting you on spot, yeah? But I can see received saying, yes, I'm ready. Yes, I'm ready. Good, let's then get started if you are ready. Now, I had 2 choices. The first choice was to go cheap and get as many people as possible. I said, yeah, this is a good opportunity for me, yeah? But the other option I had was to ask for a slightly higher investment and dedicate more time and effort to guarantee your success. So out of these 2 options, I decided to go with the second option, whereby tonight I'm going to ask for a slightly higher investment, and this will mean I'll dedicate more time and effort to guarantee your success. The program will only cost you $24,999, and this will ensure that you get the 6 weeks coaching, professional certification, professional CV writing, sample cover letter, LinkedIn profile guide, and interview coaching. And if you're international, you can pay $2,249. This you get everything, and you can pay through PayPal or using a credit card or debit card. The good news is, absolutely no excuse for you not to take action, because there's a 100% money back guarantee. Like, if you join the program, 30 days into the program, you don't get exactly what I've said you will get, just let me know, no question asked, you get your money back. Absolutely no excuse. 100% money back guarantee. Now you have two choices. The first choice is to do nothing, which is risk-free. Not take this leap of faith, 100% risk-free. The second option you have is to be open-minded. Take up this small investment in yourself today and give it a shot. Out of these two options of doing nothing and being open-minded, what is going to be easier for you? This time around, don't drop it in the chat, yeah? Just have it at the back of your mind and we can be able to see. I learned this from Sabot. Like, it takes about 24 hours. Once you have learned a ton, as you have learned today, if you don't take action in the next 24 hours, chances of you taking action thereafter drops almost to zero. Like, taking action does not mean necessarily just signing up for the course or the coaching program. Even looking at your CV, your cover letter, your LinkedIn, how do you answer a question in an interview? At least I want you to promise me that you will take action between today, right now, and tomorrow at a time like this. Make sure you take an action. The other thing I would want to say, in this world, we have two types of people. Number one, the first type of people, those who get an opportunity to change their lives, agree with everything I have shared with you. Actually, they can see how it is applicable in their lives. And guess what? They still do nothing about it. And the second type of people are those who take action and define their own future. So out of these two types of people, those who do nothing and those who take action and define their own future, which type are you? Don't drop in the chat. Just have it at the back of your head. If you want more information about this, you can drop me an email, daniel@careerpoint.co.ke, or you can just go to careerpoint.co.ke/badass. I'm going to drop that link shortly in the chat. Then we can be able to proceed. Oh, baby, by the way, I have a special offer. I am going to give this special offer to anyone who is able to make payment tonight between now and 9. We have about 40 minutes, yeah? If you're able to make at least a first deposit of 9,999, you will be able to get the 6 weeks of coaching and all the 4 certification. Not only one, all of them, 4 of them, sample cover letters, LinkedIn profile guide, and interview coaching, everything. Just make that first deposit of 9,999 through the till number 715732. If you're international, you can be able to pay through PayPal or your credit card or debit card. Through that, you get the 6 weeks of coaching. You also get all the 4 certification. Like, you join the coach and you get all these 4: project management, project monitoring evaluation, strategic management, and leadership, fundraising, and resource mobilization. Now, this is unique to anyone who makes payment tonight, because this offer is open until Sunday midnight. We start the coaching on Monday, but if you pay later on, you'll only get 1 course. But not only getting these courses, let me pull this a little bit. I am going to give you a t-shirt also, a t-shirt written, "I am Badass Pro." Yes, you get yourself a t-shirt saying, "I am a Badass Pro." And on top of the t-shirt, you also get a notebook saying, "I am a Badass Pro." On an evening like this, people decided to take action. And these are people just like you who decided to take action, and they're here to show you that they can be able to do that. This is Winfred all the way. Yeah, Winfred in Kitui. Eunice in Bungoma. This is Scholastica in Kikuyu. Winfred in Kiambu. Clara in Nairobi West. This is it Beatrice? I think, yeah, I even get confused. In Gigiri. This is Margaret in Gatondo. Francis in Mombasa. And many other people who have decided to join this program. And all you need to do is just make that first deposit of 9,999 Kenya shillings through the till number 715732, or you can pay through PayPal or your debit card, 99.99. Make that first deposit and we get started. James, I can see you're already asking. I have done that on PayPal today. Okay, good. I think you had watched it. Then I'll be able to set you up. Don't worry, I'll set you up. Is that okay, James? By tomorrow morning, we'll be in chat. I can see. But if you have any question, feel free to drop. Is it online? Yes. Now, that is a very good question. The program is online. The coaching is, let me say, it's a hybrid. And what I mean by hybrid, you will get the coaching material on our online learning platform. So we have created the learning platform. You log in, access the coaching material. Then after that, we meet on a one-on-one basis virtually. We use Zoom. Then we can be able to meet one-on-one and discuss what you have already gone. So it's both online and virtual. If you're in Nairobi, Kenya, you can still come to the office. We can be able to meet on one-on-one live. I can see some people are saying, I'm in South Africa. How do I go about it? So because it's online, you can be able to do all that. But then if you want to make payment, I'm going to give you a Zoom link shortly after this session. Yeah, I want to answer all the questions. Then I'll give you a Zoom link. You can join me on backstage. Then you can be able to ask any questions that you have. Is that okay? But if you're in South Africa, still, I've been able to serve several people in South Africa, actually across Africa, in China, in Pakistan. There's someone in Lebanon, America, Canada, all across, even in the UK. Several people have been able to join this program. Those that should not. When is the program starting? Now, the program is starting on Monday, this coming Monday. So you have an opportunity to pay. If you pay tonight, in the next 30 minutes or so, you get all the 4. But if we can still pay tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, but at least you should be able to pay by Sunday midnight, because Monday we start off. Is that okay? Question: how can someone get the certificate? Yes, you will get the physical certificate. You'll get both soft copy of the certificate and a physical certificate. We will be able to send it to you wherever you are. We use G4S, we use is it FedEx for online. If you are outside the country, you'll still get a physical certificate. Thank you for those questions. Now, I want to say this before even I leave. Yeah, there's a lot that I want to say here. By the way, don't leave. There's still a lot of training coming in. The best investment you can ever have is to invest in yourself. This is Warren Buffett, one of the richest people. And the reason why he said this is because this is where you get the highest return on investment. It is said for every shilling that you invest in yourself, for every dollar you invest in yourself today, it will return $30, 30 shillings. That is a 3,000% return on investment. And where do you get this money to invest? I learned this from Brian Tracy. It's called the 10-10 rule. And he says, in this life, we, or in our society, we have been brought and be taught that we should take 10% of our income and tithe it, use it to help other people. I put it to you, why not take another 10% of your income and tithe it to yourself? Because that is where you're going to get the highest return on investment. Use it for your own personal development. And this is an opportunity for you to make that life investment right now. Go to the till number, M-Pesa 715732. Make the first deposit 9,999. Then let me know, or my team will inform me that you have already paid. Yeah, you get the 6 weeks of coaching, 4 certification, professional CV writing, sample cover letter, LinkedIn profile guided interview coaching. Or if you're doing it online, by the way, if you want to pay it online, I can give you the link. Let me just get the paper link and put it in the chat. Or you can pay through, if you want to pay by card, let me know. I will give you the link where you can be able, by the way, to pay by card. So there we go. I know if you're on LinkedIn, you might not be able to see that link. So let me go to LinkedIn and put it right now. Or you can still go to careerpoint.co.ke/BadassPro. Follow the prompts and you can be able to pay through card or paper. Okay, someone has paid. 2. Okay, and by the way, I don't need to have so many people in the program. 10 people per cohort, that works for me. So I have posted the link on both sides, on LinkedIn and all that. Let me see if we have any questions. Also, allow me to say this, yeah. This is evidence that this thing works like magic. Now, this is an email I got from a lady called Lucy. And this is what she said, yeah. Dear Daniel, I cannot be grateful enough for the Badass Pro training that came with a professionally made CV and sample cover letters. Yeah. In a span of 2 months, I have managed to get 4 interviews from very reputable international NGOs such as ILRI, One Acre, among others. With my new CV, and cover letter samples that I customized to suit various jobs. I am now confident to apply for jobs in the UN agencies, and honestly, I'm hopeful and confident that that is my next employer. For quite a long, I hadn't been receiving interview invitations. It is no longer the case anymore. Thanks a lot, and God bless you for the good work and always being ready to help. Regards, Lucy. Would you want to be the next person sending me such an email? Me showcasing you as a testimonial that this thing really works. Here's another email. Now, this came in just a while back. Like you can see, it is August 3rd. So about like a month or so ago. Celestine, this is what she told me. Dear Daniel, trust this email finds you well. I'm back to say a very big thank you. A big thank you after I did my Badass Pro program. And with your guidance, I applied for a job where everyone was discouraging me that that job is demanding. Are you sure you will be shortlisted? etc. But the confidence I had was out of this world. I went ahead and applied. We were 30. The second interview, we were 10. I emerged the best candidate and finally got the job with a 6-figure salary. To me, it is a blessing, and I will recommend the program. That is the Badass Pro program. Thank you once more, and be blessed abundantly. You can see the kind of feedback that comes in when you decide to join this program. This can equally happen to you. It will happen to you. Okay, I can see some more questions. Somebody asking, is it how do we get them through online? I will create a learning account for you. I'll send you the details where you can be able to log in. I will showcase the learning platform. Don't go anywhere. I'll just show you on Zoom right away. I'll give you the details. Yeah, Duta, I can see your question. Kindly clear this. The offer you spoke about, if I pay now, it will only cost $999. Okay, let me make it clear. The cost of the program is still $24,999. If you make the first deposit right now, like, where is it? Yes, if you make the deposit of $9,999, you will be able to get all the 4 courses. That is the offer. But still, you will pay the other deposit. So you'll pay another $999 and another for $5,000 there, because the total will still add up to $24,999, and you can pay monthly. So it does not mean that you pay immediately. But the offer is, if you pay now, you get all the 4 courses. If you pay tomorrow, you'll only get one of the certifications. Hopefully we are clear on that, Juta. If not, just stay in there. I'll meet you on Zoom. I'm about to give you the details to join me on Zoom. That's about 100,000 Naira. I don't know the conversion rate, but I can share with you. Are we allowed to pay in installments? Yes. These are installments. You'll pay in 3 installments. So you can be able to get there. Yeah, and I like, so a big told 2 people, and then include also 3 plus James, who paid earlier today. I'll confirm that. So we have about 6 more opportunities for you guys. Yeah, take that quickly. I want to teach you this. I have 5 more minutes, then I finish. Yeah, 5 more minutes as I answer your questions. I learned that I should be able to evaluate something based on the cost. I should not evaluate something based on the cost, rather by what it is worth. That is Jim Rohn. Don't evaluate something based on how much it costs. If you're saying, oh, this program is very expensive, you're thinking about the cost. But what is it worth, really? You staying at that job that you don't like, that does not pay you enough, that is what is costing you. That is the worth of this program. You're not getting to an opportunity to explore your full potential working with non-government organization, NGOs, and the UN. That is what it's costing you. So think about the worth of this program, not just the cost, like how much you're going to pay. I know you guys have big goals, right? You have big goals. I want to challenge you. Let the size of your goal be equal to the size of the investment that you invest in yourself. Because without investing in yourself, it is very difficult for you to really meet your goals. So that's a challenge. Let the size of your goal be equal to the size of the investment that you have. This is a chance for you to invest in yourself, Pay 9,999. Do the till number 715732. Get the 6 weeks coaching. Get all the 4 certifications: professional CV writing, sample cover letters, LinkedIn profile guide, and interview coaching. Or if you're doing it online, I've already posted the link. You can pay on PayPal. I'll confirm shortly, and then we get started. Is that okay? Okay, good. Okay, Naomi, you're saying that was clear. I like that. Let me say this. E to E ratio. The top 95% of the top 5% of the highly successful people spend 95% of their time in education, while the bigger majority spend that time in entertainment. And that is called the E to E ratio. You should start learning, start educating yourself. And I'm not meaning go back to the university. Join a coaching program like this. This is a great way to learn and give yourself that cutting edge. Don't say you don't have time. This is an opportunity for you. 9,999. Do the till number 715732. Now, because I want to give you, okay, Jasmine, thank you very much. You say you want to really join the challenge. I want to give you the link for you to join me on Zoom. Where is it? Yes, so here's the thing. Join me on Zoom. Right now, I can be able to answer all the questions that you have, and then we proceed. By the way, before even I do that, yeah, I remember this. This is the last thing I want to share with you before we now meet one-on-one on Zoom. You will never be 100% ready when an opportunity strikes. So what do? Just do it. If you're feeling right now, I wish it came yesterday, I wish I was ready, you will never be ready. So what do? Do it right now. It is said that the greatest fear carries the greatest growth. If you're feeling fearful right now, that's a good thing, because that fear carries the greatest growth. You know why? Whenever you feel the fear, it is a signal to the body that you're about to do something that is outside your comfort zone. And so what does it interpret it with? Oh, this is death. Oh, we are going to die. But you know better. You're not just going to die by doing something outside your comfort zone. So whenever, and you will never grow when you're in your comfort zone. So no, when you feel the fear, you're about to get outside your comfort zone, and only outside your comfort zone is where you will grow. This is how it works, yeah? When you're in your safe zone, your comfort zone, how do you feel? You're feeling that you are in control. You're feeling everything is okay, low risk, low reward. Then what happens? You get an opportunity like this that pushes you to the fear zone. And here now you start getting low self-confidence. Am I sure? Should I do it? Should I not do it? You start looking for excuses. Oh, I wish it came last week, I had money. Oh, I wish it comes next month, I will have money. Oh, those are excuses. Then you start wondering, what will people think about you? You are affected by other people's opinions. Like someone will say, I just went, I met this guy online, I paid for the program. You start doubting yourself. Now the question is, will you retreat back to your comfort zone, or will you push yourself to the learning zone? Because on the learning zone, you face more challenges, you solve more problems, you acquire new skills, you start extending your comfort zone, and that is the only time you get to the growth zone. And in the growth zone, you find your purpose, you live your dreams, you set new goals, you conquer objectives. That is what I want for you. As you are there deliberating, should I continue? Should I not continue? The question is, will you pull back from your fear zone and get to your comfort zone where there's no growth happening, or will you push past your fear zone and get to the learning zone and go to the growth zone? That's a big question for you. Is that okay? I want you to take that challenge. And okay, let me answer some questions here. I can see, is it all live and individualized coaching? Yes, it is one-on-one individualized coaching. We don't have the group coaching, though sometimes we might have, but it is one-on-one coaching through a very individualized, because I know people have different situations, different career paths, and so we will do it one-on-one with you. If I don't pay, can I join the Zoom? Yes, you can join the Zoom. I'm going to give you the link. Oh, I've already put the link, but I've not started the meeting, so just wait. Let's do it live here. Classes are how many hours per day? Okay, this is a very good question. This is how you do the classes, yeah? Once you log in, You can give yourself like 5 to 10 minutes per day in a week. So 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes. Then at the end of the week, we have a one-on-one coaching call with you. Or you can give yourself 1 hour per week, just sit, do everything that is there for 1 week, and then book a coaching session. So it's something very flexible. You can do it in the middle of the night, in the beginning of the day, early in the morning, late at night, during lunch, whatever. So it's something that is very flexible. But thank you very much for that question. Yeah. Can you care about if it is more, age is more than 50? What did I just say? Age is not an issue. I think somebody asked that and I can see it, and I'll tell you, age is not an issue. If you have the skills, if you want to know how to position yourself, you can be able to get a job. What about the diploma we need? Qualification is not an issue. I told you need just to get the skills. Yeah, I think I just need to have you on board here. Oh, thank you. I have here Nelly, and I know you're already in the program. Yeah, I enrolled for the Bada School last week and I am progressing well. I almost done with the first course, project management. Thank you. This is a lady who joined us last week, and was it the other week? She's progressing. I didn't ask her to give the testimonial, but here she is. Thank you very much, Nelly. Today I sent you your updated CV with a new format. Hopefully you got it, yeah? And I'm looking forward to having our first coaching session this Saturday, right? If you're there, just give me a thumbs up. Thank you very much, yeah? So that is good, because I want to invite you now, we go to the Zoom, yeah? That's the opportunity. You can be able to join. This is how the certificates look like. So like your name right there saying this person has been formally evaluated and assessed for demonstrating knowledge in skills and monitoring and evaluating projects, used result-based management, and has been awarded a certificate in monitoring and evaluation. So I remember when we started, I asked these 2 questions. Will you let me be your coach? Will you let me tell you the truth, the hard truth? I want to believe that I've done a good job doing that. Have I done a good job doing that? Have I coached you well? Have I given you the truth, the hard truth? Did you like it? Let me know in the chat. And the next question is, do you want this to be the end of this coaching relationship between me and you, or do you want it to be the beginning? If you join the Bada School coaching program as the 4 or 5, okay, have joined, then you become part. This becomes the beginning. If it ends today, then I want to believe that I did my good job teaching you how you can be able to get this job. So I posted that in the chat. Yes, I got the updated CV. We will review it tomorrow. Oh, thank you very much for that. How can I work? I'm an undergraduate now. Join me join the Zoom call. That is the Zoom call. Then we can have a quick one-on-one session. Yeah. Thank you very much. I can see James, you're saying you want it to be the beginning. I can see the certificate recognized. Yes, it is. Oh, I can see this was a good one, Mary. Thank you very much. Join me on Zoom. Let me actually open my Zoom and allow you guys in so that we can have a much one-on-one conversation. This is a good thing, joining me live. However, if you are watching this on replay and you want to have a one-on-one conversation, just drop me an email and then we can be able to meet and talk. Let me start this. So join me there quickly. We can be able to have that conversation. So the question is, do you want this to be the end of this coaching conversation, or do you want it to be the beginning or the end? If you join the Bada School program, for sure you want it to be just the beginning. Florence Wainaina, I can see you have already joined me on Zoom. Just give me a minute. I'll be there with you. Oh, yeah, we had talked. What else? So that's your last chance. I'm inviting you. Join me. Pay the 9,999. The till number is 715732. Get all the 6 weeks coaching, 4 certification, professional CV writing, sample cover letters, LinkedIn, all that. And you will be part of the Bada School. Oh, LinkedIn, I know sometimes the link does not go there. So I posted it on LinkedIn. That's the ID of the meeting and the passcode is salary. Then I can be able to meet you there. Are we good? Are you happy? Did you learn something? Oh, this is good. So if you have any question, join me on Zoom right away. And in the next few minutes, I will close this live broadcast and join people who are here with me on Zoom so that I can be able to answer all the question. Would you want this to be the end of this coaching relationship or the beginning? Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing you. Right. Thank you. I can see Paul, you're saying that was been a great job. I really appreciate that. Are there some jobs in Lebanon? Yes, you can still be able to get wherever you are. I can see someone saying they are in South Sudan. That will still be able to work. Otherwise, thank you very much. It has been great having you. Let me end this broadcast. We can join me backstage on Zoom. Then we can have a quick one-on-one and we call it a day. Otherwise, I'm out.